We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys holding their own, 6-2 over their last 8. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And off we go from Denver. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Lawrence in trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
To throw, here's Nix. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Broncos 3.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He completes this to Sutton. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd.
Now it's Nix. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joshua Hines-Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Lawrence That's to the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that...
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one to Patrick. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 3.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
To Troy Franklin. A gain of 10.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Broncos at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
That's good for Broncos.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
At the 44-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Again, it's Harvey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Nick's to the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
In punt formation for the Broncos.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating him up right now. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Devon Hamilton on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Nix.
26-yard line.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now a 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Thomas has got it. Complete.
Lawrence's pass. Complete to Brian Thomas Jr.
In motion goes Patrick.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's Patrick.
Lawrence's pass.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Lawrence going to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pick.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. And now another one thrown incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Going quickly here to Thomas. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Thomas Jr. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
That's another Broncos.
Here's Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw is Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harvey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 9-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, now how about this return? And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And Thomas has it. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Final 3 weeks of the season are already upon us.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. A short throw taken in by Long. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. A short throw taken in by Long. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguars, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. A solid stiff arm. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action with Nix. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Andrew Wingard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
At the 25-yard
Oh,
line.
free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Broncos first down.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
At the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
Once more with Harvey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Trayvon Walker on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
Throwing Nix. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another Broncos first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To throw, here's Nix. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jaguars back with it on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos about set to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A short throw to Ingram. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Broncos.
They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Broncos 16.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's brought down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Now an option play on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Jaguars first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Zappi back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's 3rd down.
Zappi will try to sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Off the
3.
play fake, Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Able to power through. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Complete to R.J. Harvey. 10 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now out come the Jags. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN to about the 33-yard line.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Zappe from the gun on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards.
First down. A gain of 47 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Broncos 15-yard line.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard
Zappe
line.
looks to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Zappe. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Broncos.
Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Number 1, Evan Ingram. Out of bounds at the 45.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Nix. quickly into the hands of Mims. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 2-yard gain.
They're going. It's Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. A give to Etienne running right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 32-yard line.
On first down, right back to Etienne. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. 2nd and 10. Zappi throws this quickly and completes it. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
For the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Nix.
35-yard line.
Finding Sutton.
Nix's pass.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Nix from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Broncos.
Nix looking to throw again. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing Nix. Now a run here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Here's 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Nix to the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Broncos.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw. Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Nix to throw again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score.
Makes the score Jaguars 34.
A 10-play drive that time.
26.
And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Jags, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they